Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at arklatexhomepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Monday morning forecast update. As expected, we do have our winter storm in progress, and we are kind of sitting in the worst of it this morning. We do have reports about a half-inch of sleet in Shreveport as well as Bossier. The Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development putting out a tweet this morning saying at this point a lot of the roads in northwest Louisiana are impassable. At this point, I'll tell you, we had about 2 inches of sleet in Texarkana and about 3 inches in McCurtain County. Now we have the snow falling on top of that, and it looks like we'll see a good 3 to 5 inches of snow today. So it is going to be hazardous, downright dangerous just to be out on the roadways. So just a good day to stay home, stay inside. Also very cold with the snow falling, but just given that the sleet held in a little bit longer than anticipated, I would expect the snow totals in some areas will under-deliver just a bit. Again, there was the expectation maybe some spots could see a good 6 to 8 inches of snow, and it looks like we'll probably settle into that 3 to 5 inch range as far as the snow totals. But again, underneath that snow, there will be that layer of sleet and ice out on the roadways, and we're not going to be back above freezing until the middle of the week. So these roads are going to be just downright dangerous for much of the week here. You can see the heavier bands of snow now making their way into the Arklatex here. We still have a little bit of sleet being indicated maybe down on I-49 through Natchitoches Parish, but this should change into snow here relatively shortly as the air is really starting to cool above us. So again, we've gotten rid of that warm layer, so that's why we've seen the changeover from sleet to snow in the past few hours here. You can see this will be the last big push of snow today. The clearing line, or the back edge of the snow, is back in the Dallas area, and this area of snowfall has been producing about 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour back in Texas, so we're hoping it swings through here a little bit quicker to just kind of hold those accumulations down. But in addition to the snow, it is very cold. We're down to 9 degrees in Idabel, most of us either in the teens or low 20s, and we will continue to drop off. And in addition to the very cold temperatures, very breezy. We've got wind speeds out of the north about 10 to 15 miles per hour, so we are looking at wind chill values at the moment that are in the single digits in most areas. So it's just not a fun day to be outside. Your forecast highs today in the teens and low to mid 20s, but again, with that wind being with us for much of the day, it looks like the wind chills will stay much lower than that through the afternoon and into tonight. Here's a look at your Robin's Hood at FUTURECAST. It is handling where the snow is positioned, I would say, just excellent this morning, and it is showing the snow, at least the heavier bands, pushing off to the east just after sunrise. We will continue to deal with some light to moderate snowfall, likely through the late morning, and then just kind of staying mostly cloudy to overcast. I would doubt we'd see much, if any, sunshine, but the skies do clear out tonight, which is going to kind of take away that blanket above us, and the temperatures will radiate out pretty quickly here. So we have a dangerously cold night, down to about 1 degree in Idabel. Shreveport right around 6 degrees tonight, about 8 degrees in Natchitoches, and we do have a wind chill advisory that is in effect from 6 p.m. tonight through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Wind chills will be somewhere between 0 degrees and likely negative 10 degrees. And this is what our in-house model is showing as far as those feels-like temperatures in the morning, basically putting most of us in that negative, I would say, 8 to negative 15 range. So it will be just brutal cold on Tuesday morning. Temperatures will likely not get back above freezing tomorrow. And we've got more problems on the way because we've got another winter storm that's going to come barreling in here Tuesday into Wednesday. What we do know is we're more likely to see snow north of Interstate 30, and it could be heavy snow, maybe 4 to 7 inches of snow here for the northern Arklatex. And the biggest issue is going to be right here between I-20 and I-30 and points to the south, because that we'll likely see a mix of maybe some sleet and some freezing rain, and the freezing rain accumulations could be pretty significant. So as bad as the weather is this morning, potentially could be even worse as we move through the day Wednesday and into early Thursday morning. And you can see the precipitation wrapping up by the time we get into the day on Thursday. So here's a look again at what we're expecting as far as the snowfall totals today. Most areas will probably settle in that 4 to 5 inch range, but we're going to add on what's coming later this week. So these are kind of week-long totals here, and you can see that heavy push of snow to the northern Arklatex with our Wednesday-Thursday system. Notice the totals didn't change here, so we're not expecting as much snow further to the south, but what we are expecting with Wednesday is definitely some ice. You can see this particular graphic add up here, where we could see anywhere from a half an inch to maybe an inch of ice, and that would probably cause a lot of widespread power outages. Tree limbs would be kind of pulled down onto some of those power lines, so we do think that will be a significant issue for us Wednesday, Thursday. There's still some uncertainty as far as where the warm air and where the cold air will exactly be positioned, so make sure you are checking back for updates. We'll probably see some fine-tuning changes to this, but we really don't have much time to prepare. Again, very cold day Tuesday. That next round of sleet, snow, and freezing rain gets here Wednesday and tapers off Thursday, so likely we'll see some significant roadway impacts through at least Friday. Fortunately for us, we start to thaw out this weekend, should be pushing 60 degrees by Sunday, so that will definitely start to melt all this snow and ice out of the region.